好，本场比赛即将开始，先请球员们暂时停止赛前练习，回到休息区就位，谢谢。 现场的朋友们，让我听到你们的声音在哪里？耶！顺道来欢迎全联盟最辣的Formosa Sexy 以及啦啦队界的女神，我的搭档壮壮。欢迎大家在农历年后的第一个主场来到我们的现场，帮球队们加油。先来测试一下我们的默契。我说梦想家，你们大声的听到你们的加油声。 让休息区的球员们感受到你们的热情，准备好了吗？梦想家，再热烈一点，再热烈一点，准备好你的喉咙，声音接给我们，顺道敲打你的加油棒，听到你们的声音，梦想家，耶！再一声，梦想家。好，在农历年过后呢，元宵节之前都是新年。 跟大家新年快乐，虎年行大运。尤其下礼拜又是情人节，在这个周末，跟着你的另外一半一起来帮梦想家拿下主场比赛的胜利。待会需要你们扮演好最佳第6人，让我们今天每一个人都带着胜利，带着微笑离开，拿下属于我们主场的比赛。OK， 谢谢Formosa Sexy， 谢谢壮壮，一起待会迎接这场比赛。 好，福尔摩沙台新梦想家要感谢各位球迷的热烈支持，同时我们也要介绍我们这一次的3位嘉宾，麻烦大家把掌声送给台新证券董事长郭家宏董事长，以及台新证券总经理林宪群总经理，还有台新正创投董事长施启斌董事长。 每一场都来到帮我们加油的台新银行总经理暨梦想家的荣誉领队尚瑞小领队，同时也要谢谢以下的指导单位：教育部体育署、台中市政府、台中运动局、彰化县政府、中华民国篮球协会。谢谢以下的赞助伙伴：台新银行、台新人寿。 台新证券、海硕集团、台旭、文心建设、EVO6、进发家、Converse、Light Taxi、豆点旅店、秀传医疗体系、汉草训练、泰山企业、PT 盐、一方水果茶、曼代马莲、朝日堂、联聚建设、易达通、挂的鸡尾酒、犀牛顿。 耀月科技以及新竹福华饭店，还有高雄福华饭店，谢谢以上所有的单位来给我们最大的背后支持的力量，感恩！继续把焦点放在场中，全联盟最香最辣的Formosa Sexy 精彩的开场表演 ，Go！
Mama come doll, take a seat. There's someone you know that you've got to meet. So brace yourself for the big reveal. He's about my height when he's not in heels. Some boys play basketball. He played house with ratchet dolls. It's not Santa Claus, it's time for applause. It's coming out the closet, mama. I bitch. B to the O to the Y to the S. Boys will be boys, and with boys I'm obsessed. Boys in the gym clothes, boys in a dress. And if boys are a crime, then I'm under arrest. Cause I've been boy crazy since the Boy Scouts. Fuck the closets, let the boys out. Don't be a camel when you are a llama, period. No comma, bring on all the drama. Mama, I like boys. I like pecs, like them arms when they flex. Like that print in them sweats. Tell them girls, thank you next. I like when they text me sexy pics of them. Like them abs when there's 6 of them. Tell them girls, I'm sorry. I like boys, mama, boys like me. I like boys who like boys. I like boys who like boys. Work. I like boys who like boys. Mama, yeah. I like boys and boys like me. Sorry. Boys like me. Not sorry. Boys like me. Boys like me. Motherfucker, boys like me.
I ain't tryna. Yeah, ain't tryna be cool like you. Wobbling around in your high heel shoes. I'm clumsy, made friends with the floor. 2 for 1, you know a bitch by 4. And 2 left feet, you know I always rock. First thing a girl did was a bop. And the whole damn cake and the cherry on top. Shook up the bottom, made a good girl pop. You ain't even here to party. Ken in the club tryna pipe a Barbie. I don't wanna go with the flow back then until I touch my toes. I don't wanna roll the boat. Wrist full of rocks and I hope I flow. Big up yourself cause you know they don't. I chew cause they hope I show. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass. I'm a bitch, I'm a boss. I'm a bitch and a boss, I'ma shine like glass.
Yeah， 掌声送给佛摩萨 Sexy，Thank you girls。要来欢迎台北富邦勇士球员进场，2号简伟如，8号周桂宇，12号林志杰，14号蔡文成，21号曾祥军，团体队23号石伯恩，29号张根宇，76号曾文鼎。先发1号林书伟，3号张宗宪，13号林梦学 ，Number 17 17号 Michael Singletary，34 32号Egolan Sizer。台北富邦勇士篮球队总教练许晋哲，助理教练吴永仁、江志正、魏伟、林伟浩，总经理蔡成儒。现场的球迷朋友，准备好你的声音 ，Let's welcome Formosa Dreamer。Dreamer, are you ready? 002，梦想家的板凳暴徒陈正宪。Number 7 7号，梦想推进的引擎，梦想球王陈立焕。Number 8 8号，来自彰化的光速4分卫，绿色闪电王志宇。本土单场最高分的纪录保持者 ，Number 11 11号，标速跑车林俊杰。梦想后场的强力大锁 ，Number 18 18号，防守悍将杨胜彦。Number 21 21号，中华队的传奇射手，美梦狙击手道哥Chen后。26号 26， 攻守进化无极限，台湾魔兽李德文。97 97号，水陆两栖逐梦人，禁区守护者郑智雅。And now starting five， 先锋20号24全面起飞的最佳第6人，留着续航弓 C1。Number 34 30号，来自威斯康星的地图防守兵器，火锅制造机 Brendan Go Back。Number 42 40号，来自德州的野兽禁区炸弹 Julian Ball。团体队23号，攻守兼备的梦想元老，台湾尾的钱肯定。全力以赴，毋庸置疑，国民杰夫 ，Number 40 40号吴有胜。佛摩萨泰西梦想家总教练 Head Coach Kirk Julius， 助理教练 Assistant Coach Coach Thomas， 助理教练刘文和，助理教练赖柏林，总经理韩俊凯。双方球员场中握手致意，进行最后的热身时间。
fall. It's how you get back up, and what don't kill us make us stronger, boy. Bet that up, take a swing at us. You better hit hard, cause when we swing back, it's like, oh God, it's time to knuckle up.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and youth. We're back from the break. Happy Year of the Tiger to you all. 新年快乐，恭喜发财. This first matchup will take place at the Taichung Intercontinental Basketball Stadium. And there is our matchup card. On the left is the Taipei Fubon Braves coming into the Formosa Taishin Dreamers, coming off of 4 wins in a row at home and currently in the first place spot in the Plus League. I'm Ryan Chen, your English play-by-play, joined by Kirk Long on the guest commentary. Dreamers indeed on top, 6 wins and 3 losses, and the Braves fall to 6-6. They're not having quite the season they've been expecting. Right now, 3 teams are within 1 game of the top spot. The New Taipei Kings in second, and in the evening game will be the Hsinchu Lioneers. Right now on the bench, Coach Julius, Coach Thomas sitting next to Lewis, Professor Lewis, we call him in these parts. Now on screen are the Mandarin commentators for this game. On the left is Xiaohu Hu Junxi, who will be providing color commentary. On the right, it's Cai Bao, Cai Qingjing. 全位朋友，你找到英文转播喽，要看中文转播，你就按中文的转播连接就好了。So Kirk, these 2 teams have already faced each other twice this season. Both times, the Dreamers were able to best the Braves, but in 2 very different narratives. On your screen is Calvin in the pregame warm-ups. Let's listen to his words with our producers.
当然也还在习惯。那说真的，因为自己也是属于比较对自己有想法的球员，那可能一开始也不是那么习惯。但是我觉得，教练他一定有他的想法跟他的哲学。那球员就是要想办法去融入。所以我觉得也越来越好。那当然，球队目前的战绩是好的。那对我来说就不会，就是不会去想那么多，就是成绩能够好，一定是最重要。
Calvin expressing that the season has not gone to what he's expected, but understandable given that there's going to be an adjustment period between him and his new teams. Last year was a headline player for the Hsinchu Lioneers. But he's saying that they're working through it and finally getting more familiar with each other. So Calvin is of a spot on the lineup that the Dreamers might be able to expect more out of as the season goes along. Calvin averaged 13 points per game en route to being a Plus League first teamer last year. This season, started things off 7 points a game, trying to find his rotation and find his minutes. But now we look at the
当然就是经过上半季嘛，找出更多的球队的缺点。那当然还有一些伤兵的归队啊，利用这休息时间，然后伤兵能够赶快的回来，然后希望我们在下半季当中不要再有伤兵的出现，然后整合上面能够更好一些。 我们其实在练球啦，就是年后回来之后的练球，一直有在做一些不管是战术的修正，或者是人员信心的增强，或者是外线投篮的练习。那希望借由这个年后回来的训练，能够去弥补我们上半季最后这5场球在失分过高或者是得分不足的一些状况。
Coach Rogers' big focus, and probably everybody who's a Braves fan, is the fact that they have not had a healthy team through the start of the season. Only until now have you kind of feeling like their roster's filled out. They can use every one of the 13 guys on the active roster. They didn't end off the Lunar New Year's on a high note, though, losing to the Steelers. A little bit of a surprise to everybody, who ended up winning the weekend against the Lioneers and the Braves, who are the home sweep. For the Braves, Winston is the only domestic player to play in all 12 games. So he's kind of the glue guy and the team captain. Here's the starting lineups for the Braves from left to right. It's Joseph Lin, joined by last year's MVP Jet, Zhang Dongxin. Joined by number 13, Ray, Ling Hongxue. Michael Singletary is back in the lineup, along with Iwer Zaisev. Singletary was dealing with a little leg discomfort, back in the lineup now. For the Dreamers, a little bit of a shakeup as well. Jeff Wu is healthy again, will start at point. Joined by Kenny Chen, Randy Walko in the starting lineup, along with Julian Boyd and Brendan Gilbeck. I actually looked up the box scores from the season so far. Boyd and Gilbeck starting together has only took place in 3 games. And they've staggered starts, or only one of them has started in 4 games. But the Dreamers choosing to go with both guys to start off against the Braves. On screen now is the 3 referees that will be officiating this game, led by, in the middle, crew chief Jonathan Wu. And last year, the number 16 referee was part of our Plus League. Another note about the Dreamers imports, Boyd is the top scorer for the team at 17 points per game, but only shooting 30% from the field. He does grab 11 rebounds per game, like you said, on the defensive end, big there. And the last time we broadcasted, didn't have a great shooting night, but still an important piece holding down the middle along with Gilbeck and Derek lead the way. Previously on the screen was number 1 Joseph Lin, who's now the top domestic scorer for the Braves at 12.1 points a game, taking over for Jet. So the Taishin executive on for the ceremony opening tip. Special occasion where the Dreamers will be wearing a red jersey, red kit, as part of their title sponsor with Taishin. Kirk, do you know the origin stories about how red is the good fortune color in Chinese Taiwanese culture? Okay, well, there's a couple different explanations, whether it's an emperor or something that's a funny word pun. And the red team gets to start off this game with a basketball. Jeff was injured, and Aji was point guard for 2 straight games from their last game. So his low post touch swings to Walko. His 3-point shot is short. Ball harmlessly goes out of bounds. shot by Ray is off the line, and we've seen this before where they're a little bit slow on the offense, and especially these two. Another low post touch from Roy, backing out Ray. It's around Kenny, the leading shooter from three, but shoots the drive and find the space for the reverse. Ray left alone, this time with the elbow, no good, but Zysep picks up the offensive board. Gilbert flies by and Singletary. Leave it behind the foul. There's 30 points in the opening night. A little bit of a surprise, but still indicative of the fantastic season he's having so far. Candidate for most improved player of the Plus League. Now it's Gilbeck trying to go to work against Ray. That hook shot is short. A lot of low post touches for the Dreamers as Joseph Slims fires three and splashes it. Having some words with the fans in the front row. Try to answer, a little strong, and Singletary skies high for the rebound. Braves had a lot of quick shots, now want to set something up. Mismatch somewhere, it's Jets shooting the Gilbert space, way too long. The mismatch ended up being with Formosa collecting the rebound. But welcome back to Plus League Basketball. Glad to have you. We'll be back after the break.
谢谢壮壮。
The Plus League is back from the break. Give the stream a like， 球迷朋友欢迎回到 Plus League 的转播，记得给直播一个按赞。All right, so we left off on that lesson about why red is a good fortune color. It's one story is one emperor. His name was a word pun on red, so that's one source. Another thing is about red being something that grows. That could be a source. But maybe it's just more of a kind of superstition. Just like Tiger Woods with victory red on Sundays. Like him in the matchup against the Griffins, he started both games this year against them. They had 1 for 2 free throw trip. Boy driving in the middle, finding a lane and laying it in for 2. Braves try to go with a quick counter. Zysep, left hook, pulls out. Walker with a head of steam. Ends up loose ball, but Jeff in the scramble. Mid-range is off the mark. A little sloppy out there, but now Braves can control. Stumbles ahead, but he was fouled. It's going to be Jeff Blue, number 14. You look, it'd be a rarity to see Joseph Lynn get passed up by much bigger Boyd, but baskets so far in the interior for the Dreamers. The Braves are typically a very strong interior defensive team. Now Zysep lays it in for two. With the first three of the game for himself. Now as the Dreamers up by one. Joseph Lynn underestimated Gilbeck's long arms into a turnover. Good look for the shot, lays it up, but no good. Also the referee waving it off. So the dribble drive is right now the opening for the Dreamers, kind of to our surprise. They get the switch. Now Boyd left open again. Off the mark that time. And on the counter, Mokshire able to quick counter with the two. Once again, Boyd fouled on his way to the basket. Switched with their low post game, but back to it now. Another three by Boyd to the right. But Jeff Blue crashes into the rebound, and Zysep has to hustle back. He's cherry picking. The Braves do want to get on offense. Run out. Walker off balance. His three clanks off. Lynn fires away, no. Now 3 Dreamers come into the games. Achi to be expected, and Derek. Look to our side, Doug Creighton already getting some first quarter minutes. He's kind of the finisher for the Dreamer squad. He's running off the down screen. Step back, his three, no good. Walko can't lay it in. Jet try to get under him. Braves meanwhile all starters as Joseph Lynn looks like he missed everything. The ball out of bounds. Consecutive misses. Ray guarding the drive, and look out from the crowds as that fastball a little errant. Points at least. Zaitsev with possession on the wing. He can't make a shot. He can't take the shot as Aji also is looking to lose the ball. Again, Boyd posting up on Ray, finding a crease and fouled. He's been very good in this game so far. In the beginning of the season, Boyd was dealing with ankle issues, but he looks as healthy as he can be. Now, a couple substitutions for the Braves. It's the landlord and Beast. Ling Zijie. Chen out, if we're using some more football terminology. Boyd played his best weekend, really, on the 16th against the Steelers, 27 points with 5 main threes. And on the 15th, he had that putback dunk against the Lioneers. I think I might have jinxed it there. 0 for 2 trip. Singletary trying to out-muscle the Dreamers on that side. One offensive board and the and one on the second try. Immediately, Gilbeck is in for Boyd. Trying to match up against Zaitsev, maybe leaving Derek either way. Free to help out. So he does have to guard the landlord. Still windy. We said in the pregame, Calvin's trying to adjust to his new team. He's on the floor now, number 7, top of your screen. Gilbeck with a deep possession. He's going to be called for travel, although the landlord asking for the chicken wing elbow hook. It's a turnover regardless. Beast with his first through the game. No. Too strong. And here come the Dreamers. They do like to run if they can. Their shot fake against a long time ago former teammate Zhou Wending back in the SBL. Hook pass, and now Derek will try to hit the 3. No. But the Dreamers have numbers back. Back throw to Singletary. He's able to lay in the reverse. Talk about dingy defenses. Only 20 combined points. Less than 4 minutes in the first quarter. Aji has Zaitsev switched on him. Driving left. Out to Calvin. Back to Achi. He beats the clock on a kind of a push shot. Not his regular form. Better defense by the Braves there. Beast trying to put the moves on. Gets the foul call as Calvin wanted to remind the referee, not shot attempt. 4 team fouls for both teams. They inbound to Zaitsev, who's got Calvin switch. No, it's a zone defense. Singletary from the left wing, his 3 off the mark. Great, tracks it down. On the other side, Braves find man defense. Doug fires away from 3, no. Now the counter by the Braves as Beast got by 2 guys and then kind of crashed into the 2 biggest bodies on the floor there. So actually, Zaitsev is the guy who will be taking the free throws. We talked about it last season. It happened a couple times in the preseason. It happened once, but what we call Gus Antonio, where the interior defender will push his man into the dribble driver. We'll call Gus Antonio. But now Zaitsev will take the free throws. 1 for 2 trip. Josh, number 8, Tokoyu's in. Guarding Wu and Boyd. Now, matched up on him, and we're going to call it a blocking foul. Kind of a tough one to take. Late free throws. Well, that's kind of the tricky thing about, we talk about the cylinder principle that FIBA and NBA has been talking about a lot, but, human bodies don't stand upright all the time as they play basketball. Jet and Josh Tokoyer will be bringing the basketball down to the point for the Braves. Zaitsev shot fake, now going to the hoop, and with a tricky finish with the left hand. Aji with a nice turnaround across the lane. Finds Zaitsev, who's fouled on the shot attempt, at a crease of space. As we look at Josh trying to stick with Aji, who kind of uses Zaitsev as a screen there. On the other side, once again, the rotation is a little bit late, whether it's the help on the ball or helping out on the big man down low. Already with 6 points in this one, make that 7. Minute 30 left. Aji now driving on Jackie with a lane. Oh, in and out with that layup. Coming down the other way is Beast, putting the moves on. His 3-point attempt rattles home. kind of out of their offense. It's Naji and Derek pick and roll. Zaitsev will be called for the blocking foul. Bees had an 0 for 6 shooting day in the last game against the Steelers. But hitting from deep on that last possession, Achi hits the first free throw. So a lot of fanfare. Dreamers down by 9. Down by 8. Zaitsev will get replaced by Chen Jack, going down with 2 fouls, so keep an eye on that. The only other player with 2 fouls is Gilbeck. Down low, there's a foul call. Derek fouling Xiangjun in fresh. Might we say that's a little bit of a late call, but the referees do have to transition back the other way too. As we mentioned, Gilbeck coming back in with 43, 44 seconds left. Referees have a quick meeting, and now they're trying to break up the teams having their meetings. Wasn't very clear what was going on there, but Xiangjun will have a couple free throws. Makes the first. On the season, the Braves have been an inconsistent free throw shooting team, but at 71% is above league average at just 66%. Oh, 2 for 2 trips. Xiangjun making us look good. As now the Braves apply pressure. And now a backcourt is called. Gilbeck was in the front court and came back. It over to the landlord. He takes a 3. Too strong. And Gilbeck, good rebound. Here come the Dreamers. Get in within single digits if they can. 1-4 set right now. Screen for Calvin. They swing it. Creighton from the corner. No. Rolls out now. Seconds left for the Braves to counter, and there's a turnover in transition. Doug heaves it from half court, off the mark. We'll end the first quarter. Braves up by 10 points in this one. We'll head to the break and back with the second quarter. Welcome back to Plus League Basketball after the Lunar New Year break. Be back after the break.
要邀请你来玩中场游戏，你拿到小球的可以带上你的另外一位伙伴或是另一半，都可以，只要带上，要2个人一组参加这个活动。来喽，有没有想要的？声音，大家展现热情的时候，不要太闷，不要太闷。好，我来看看对面的楼上的朋友，来邀请你们来玩中场游戏一下。好，丢给大家。有接到的 待会接到了，待会来到1楼找工作人员。第2节我们会来邀请你玩中场游戏，你拿到小球要带你另外一半，要2个人一组，一起下到球场。谢谢。
The end of the season awards includes the fan vote for the best cheerleaders in the league. See their performances on the +League YouTube channel, P.LEAGUE. For the Dreamers, three-point shooting has been a big key for them, with Kenny's 36% versus the Dreamers on December 4th, and Derek's 6 made threes at 48%. As a team, they do shoot the best at 31%. The Braves will start things off on offense. Back with their starters, but Xiangjun in for Zaisev. Getting a low post touch. No, it's going to be Singletary trying to drive on Gilbeck, and he's getting the foul call and the bucket. So it'll be the third personal on Brendan Gilbeck, trying to stay in front of Singletary. Might be one of those kind of need to back off and challenge him in the air. So he'll take a seat on the bench. Derek will take his place. Already the first bucket of the quarter and the free throw. Walko to the basket. Didn't slam it home, but the lucky bounce is in. His first field goal of the game. Now the Dreamers like to apply the press after a made bucket, especially against the Braves. As Jet, the coast-to-coast mid-range shot is out. Boyd back on the post. Derek going to flash out for the three off the back iron. Jet to Mokstra. Try to get the pocket pass. Dreamers read that one and are heading the other way. Derek looks off the three and is called for traveling as the Dreamers call timeout. They want to talk things over, already down by 11 points. But you don't need to save those timeouts. Want to break their momentum if you can. We'll go to a break. Back after this.
暂停，时间到。
quick timeout by the Dreamers as the Braves have maintained the double-digit lead through the first minute and 22 seconds. Only 1 for 3 from three-point range. As we said, they're the highest percentage three-point shooting team besides the Kings in close proximity, as Brendan Smart, in fresh in the game, knocks down the first three, wearing a face mask while still on the floor. Derek jumps out and scores the basket on the mismatch. Smart, maybe he was in between trying to bank that three, home misses it. Now Walker with Joseph Lin on him, gotta watch out. Jeff Wu conducting traffic, now driving left. No opening yet, as Tarek keeps it from getting away. Walko will force up the last second shot and rattle it home. Again with a baseline drive and scoop layup. They are the stingiest home defense, only allowing 83 points per game on 34% shooting. Get another look at Walko showing off the horizontal vertical sweeping ability. Now on the same end, the Dreamers can't inbound it for a violation. Looks like there might have been a breakdown of that inbounds play. Jet races ahead. Dreamers get back in time. It's going to be Brendan Smart, Walko guarding him. Smart, errant pass out of bounds. He did play center in college, transitioning to a forward role with the Braves. Braves in a 3-2 zone. Jeff Wu fires from three short. The Braves with a run-out opportunity. Pump fake, dribble, and pull up. Joseph Lin knocks down the shot. Out of bounds will be Dreamer basketball. We saw the shot fake and dribble drive work for the Dreamers in the first quarter. Joseph Lin pulling out one there. Now the zone a little bit more matchup as Walko to Boyd, who takes a wild fadeaway. It's out. And Joseph Lin with a rebound. Singletary pass to Zaisev, who scores. Dreamers call another timeout. They don't have any more in the first half. One, they can't settle things down on the sidelines at their bench area. They can't stop the clock, and if they choose to challenge, they will be charged with a technical foul. On the bench, of course, that's a kind of a special amendment. Getting a look at the import scoring. The top spot, you could say, is the Lioneers. Their import score 48.8% of the points, whereas the Kings, the lowest. The only caveat is the Kings have played without any imports in 2 games and only 1 import in several games. The Dreamers then could be considered the lowest at 25.8, but they make do as their local players all step in with their scoring and on the defensive end, as we mentioned. Coach Julius has made it a point in a number of post-game press conferences that his guys are still kind of getting used to the system and getting acclimated with the style of play here, and of course the officiating. So once you get a better handle on it, like the Braves, Isef and Singletary play with the team on their 2nd year, have been international players for a long time now. Have kind of that knowledge built up. On offense, down by 13. Kenny with an elbow touch. That's a little different look. Doug to Kenny in the middle, trying to find the space. His tough shot is in. In transition. Team fouls by the Dreamers so far. Singletary to Zaitsev. Walko able to stop him and push the rebound out. Here come the Dreamers. Kenny shaking, baking, tough lay-in, and the foul. You're sure right. That in and out dribble. Kenny with 6 points. Also makes the free throw. Michael Singletary with 2 personal fouls. Rays running their box, and that'll be a moving screen called against Smart. Got a lot of turnovers in the 2nd quarter. 3 of them on dead balls, pretty much. Well, 2 on the baseline. I'm messing myself up. There's a lot of turnovers. Jeff fires from deep, down the middle, no. Boyd, strong body, gets the rebound. Now trying to back down Joseph Lin. There's the mismatch. Flips it up and out. That's part of the Dreamers' pressure, though, stopping the Braves from their runouts. Zaitsev down low. Swinging around, Singletary. His 3 is pure. Boyd with a deep position. No good. Dylan will try again from the right wing. Overshoots it this time. Left one short before. Now Kenny to the basket. Rolls it over the basket. He thought there was contact. So Substitution as Gilbeck's back on the floor, and Beast will take Jet's place. Jet on the bench, played 6, almost 7 minutes over tonight. Zaitsev once again down low, this time fouled by Doug Creighton on the rotation. Got so many deep touches. Playing like the import of the year he was last year. So wiry, but still at the same time so strong. You need a center down there to even have a chance most of the time. Zaitsev previously was dealing with a little bit of elbow or shoulder discomfort, but no support bands on today. 11 points. Kenny Gilbeck working the handoff game. The crease down low. Now Brandon Smart called on the shot block attempt. Missing the first free throw. Kenny tied for the team high with 7 points along with Valko and Boyd. Reamer still only 2 for 17 from deep, so grabbing even more important to create openings and easy looks. Guard the Braves running their bunch sets. Joseph Lynn getting the switch on Gilbeck. Now left alone. His three-point attempt. Still can't get the adjustment right. Now Smart with a hook pass to Zaitsev. Now called for the offensive foul on the clear out. Not allowed to review fouls unless they're the unsportsmanlike variety, and just now Roger is called for the technical. Not only walking on the court, but having a lot of choice words with the referees. Very hot right now as Zaitsev at the same time is pleading his case, although to the referee who didn't make the foul call. Get another look at this one. But the awkward thing about this is Zaitsev and the Braves bench kind of happy the referees are going to the monitor, but in this case, they can only lose out because the only course of action for the referees is to elevate it to a U or keep the call the same. So in essence, this is kind of more or less just a timeout for both teams to kind of get reset, especially on the Braves side, to get their composure back. They are up by 12 points. Kind of curious sequence that the Braves are kind of optimistic about this review, but it can only be the same circumstance coming out of it. Officiating, we'll admit, has been a topic that the fans want to see the Plus League improve the most on. We have certainly an interesting case to start this part of the schedule off. First of all, it'll be a technical foul that the Dreamers will get to shoot. So after the review, it will just be the technical foul and the offensive foul as called. It won't be an upgrade to a U. But there we see Gilbeck guarding Zaisev is a much better chance for the Dreamers than most of their local bigs or smalls. Good pass by Doug, trying to find the bare minimum space, and looks like Gilbeck might have jumped out of bounds before throwing it off the Beast. This time, but Joseph Lynn left open, can't get it home. Now Achi running the offense for the Dreamers as Gilbeck deep position on Singletary. Gonna be called for traveling. Try to hop a second time. Zaisev ducks in, now screens again. Joseph Lin with a lane. Ball slips out. They contend that it was stripped. Out on Aji, fires the three, raises the iron. Mismatch, Landlord on Aji, Derek nearby. They're swinging around, Beast to the basket, lays it in with the right hand. Back up to a 13-point lead. Walko lost it for a sec. And Gordon tries from the corner. He hits it. He's trying to go at Doug Creighton. Lucky bounce of the ball. Ends up hitting it off the glass. Braves have an answer. Not quite a mismatch, but Boyd backing down Singletary, and let's see who they call it on. The foul was called. like it's Zaitsev. We see Beast just trying to take advantage of some off timing, some fancy footwork, but that time I think taking advantage of some good luck. Nice by Boyd. Awkward contest as give me 2 free throws. Second. Also up, but Walko almost crashes into it. Now the Braves with numbers. Josh with a 12-footer, no. This basketball slides out of bounds. Zaitsev putting in the effort there, but they will indeed switch the basketballs up. As we've learned from the Plus League partnered podcast, they have 3 basketballs, 1 in the game and 2 under the scorer's table. Make sure they keep those dry. Josh missed that previous shot. He's been struggling for almost 2 years now trying to score points. Walko, Boyd on the low post. Puts his head down and gets the foul and the basket on the continuation. Trying to will his team back into this game. Getting the towel once again. With 4 fouls on Iwer Zaitsev, Landlord's Owending has his first personal. There's another missed free throw. To be fair to Boyd and to all the players, Tide's only is 21, but it's bright and sunny outside the stadium. On the curl, Singletary 3 off iron. Beast diving down there. Achi comes away with a rebound. Basketball still slippery as Josh will take it away. Singletary on the reload. Got it. Derek will get a post up on Zenshan Street. Baseline and steps out of bounds. Monitor, check for something. I'm not sure what's with that call as we see some highlights. Michael Singletary excited to be back on court for some action. The Braves played 2 consecutive games with Samuel Dugara, their 7'6" center, along with Zaitsev. Referees going to the monitor as the teams try to get some instruction from their coaching. The second quarter is getting a little bit more bumpy and the rhythm is a little bit off. We only have 35 seconds left.
They call 5 out, it's now we're up. But they clear this out so you can't stop.
In fact, they were checking the 2 or 3 point shot by Singletary. It's clear from our angle, but it looks like the referees not quite on the same page with their positioning. So after they check that out, the Braves get their timeout, trying to take advantage of the last 35 seconds. They've been the better defensive team in this one. The Dreamers held to only 12 of 36 shooting. And we've seen in the Plus League, strangely enough, home teams on Saturday nights or afternoons seem to struggle the most, and they turn around on Sundays on a back-to-back and end up playing better. Out of the Braves timeout is Jack, Landlord Beast, Singletary, and Josh. For the Dreamers, it's Walco, Aji, Boyd, Derek, and Doug. I'll reiterate, Doug Creighton getting a lot of first half minutes. But given the Dreamers' deficit, it kind of makes sense. He's in to provide leadership and good awareness for their team. The step back on Derek, too strong. Aji with a long rebound. Looks like they'll hold for one last shot. Low scoring affair in this one. Aji switch on Shamstring. Kick out to Derek. His corner three short. That'll be the first half buzzer. Braves maintain their lead in our first game back from the break. Halftime analysis after this.
结束的时间，大家起来动一动，上厕所的同时，记得抓紧。我们待会呢下半场要来追分的时候，需要大家持续来帮助我们。来，先请球迷朋友们来到场中，我们来跟大家解释一下要玩的中场游戏。来这边请。我们这个中场游戏呢，要来团队合作。大家等一下，会由工作人员把抱枕拿给你，2两一组。你们要把抱枕呢靠在一起，你们身体要靠在一起，团队合作。抱枕不能离开你们2个，夹在一起也可以。然后其中一位运球到篮下投篮，再回到场中，谁的速度快，谁就获胜。OK， 爱的抱抱抱枕，台新梦想家的抱枕一定要2个一起。OK， 对，你们可以夹在中间，没错，就是这样。弟弟，了解了吗？好，你们好，2位，你们在壮那边上那边的来，你们2位在这边。好，准备好了吗？我们请工作人员就位喽。来，上这边的篮，音乐请准备 ，music。1, 2, ready, go。好，运球上篮，看谁快速。好，壮觉得谁比较快？好，我们这边获胜。稍待旁边，一样会有礼物送给你。来，下面2位，请准备了。可以，来壮，你决定位置。好，准备咯，来 ，music go。1, 2, ready, go！ 来， 赶快！好，赶快回来！好，就是这么的简单哦。刚刚获胜的队伍呢，我们可以得到我们的礼物，由 Formosa Sexy 拿上来。我们要邀请到
More and more Plus League merch is coming out. Get long sleeve shirts, zip up sweaters, among other cold weather gear at the shop pleagueofficial.com/shop. Once again, Xiaohu Hu Junqi, our color commentator on the Mandarin side, along with Taipei doing play-by-play. I'm Ryan Chen, joined by Kirk Long on this Plus League broadcast. Looking at the combined team stats from the first half, it's another forced shooting afternoon for the Dreamers at home. It's kind of been a long time since that first game against the Kings. Meanwhile, the Braves, three-point shooting 5 for 18, like Kirk said, is a little bit better, but the rebounding has been the big key as well. As dominant as Isaac if he's available, but right now with 4 personal fouls. We'll give credit to the Dreamers for changing up their offense as needed against the man defense or against the zone defense. They just haven't got the efficiency up right now, but they've had shown team getting together for really the core for the second year now, kind of building up on that playbook and showing a variety on offense. Meanwhile, the Dreamers, Brennan Gilbeck with 3 personal fouls. That's kind of the only kind of concern for them. So other kind of points in the game, we mentioned Joseph Lin at the top, but only 1 for 6 3-point shooting. And that first attempt was his only make so far. He's trying to find his rhythm. We'll go to a break, back with more halftime analysis after this.
Someone that I used to know, undefeated with the diamond invincible.
back inside Taichung Intercontinental Basketball Stadium. Fans get refreshed before the action. We're kind of here breaking down some of the box scores. It's definitely one thing that's stood out is we talk about Beast being the having home court everywhere he plays. Nice to see his revival in this one as we see the top scoring players for the Braves, starting with Singletary, 16, Zyseth, 11, Beast falling behind at 7, Joseph Lim with 5, and Ray, the starter, Limongshire with 3. But anyways, Beast was firing a lot from deep in the Steelers game, but this time having the courage to drive the basket and having good results. On the other side for the Dreamers, Boyd is the leader with 12. Kenny's got 8, Walker's got 7. Aji Lim Chunji has 5. 0 by Derek, or 2, excuse me, by Derek Lidoway. I think interesting to note that the Dreamers point guards, Aji and Jeff, have been like the engines of their offense, but not having a great impact in this one. I think the Braves' length have to do a lot with that. Boys having a good Welcome back to this broadcast. Before we jump back into the action, Coach DeMarcus Berry is sitting nearby here taking on the game as his Kaohsiung Steelers play tomorrow against the Dreamers. The Steelers coming off 2 home wins in a row. A little bit to everybody's surprise, but a lot of good energy going on for the Steelers as a new team in the league. So do the coaches trying to put in the work. Well, talking about competitiveness and actually the parity in the Plus League has, from my perspective, resulted in the offensive game having a regression compared to last season. Last season, the average game score was 97 points per team, but this year it's down to 92.6. And I think the parity and the competitiveness just means you have a lot of dragged out competitive games that go to the end to end. On screen are some tricky stats, but from left, it's 8 games where 9 players or more have scored in double digits. The Dreamers also have the most number of players averaging more than 7 points per game. So when the going is good, and the Dreamers share the basketball, or different guys step up at different games, right now, they need to find any kind of scoring they can get, having an inefficient afternoon. Of course, maybe the one thing we can say about Boyd's game so far is only 2 for 7 from the free throw line, but if he knocks some more of those down, the Dreamers still stand a chance. They were down by 30 in that first opening game against these Braves. Jeff goes to the basket, can't get the lay in, and Gilbeck can't secure the rebound. Pocket pass, Zaitsev puts it up, no. Here come the Dreamers. Boyd flips it up and gets the bounce. Zaitsev, corner Jet, he's trying to feel it to the inside, can't get the bounce. But now the Dreamers have numbers. Gilbeck, patient, gets it off the glass. This time Jet shoots from 3 and he hits. Now Walker with a driving kick. A reset. Boyd working on Jet and he rolls it home. pressure. His deep two is in. Not how they drew it up, but an open shot and the main shot at the end. Yep, missed three, but Boyd's there to put it back in. Singletary and Zaisef on the same side, but is Singletary step back? No. Now, it's like an offensive foul or a loose ball foul. He was wide open underneath, and he was wide open for a reason. Mentioned Boyd putting in work. This time he slams it home. Gonna have to talk to our producers about missing that dunk. We got to give it back to the fans. 6 points in the third quarter. That screen and roll working in Boyd's favor. He's usually the screener. Talk about him getting in better health. It seems to be getting even stronger and stronger with every passing week here in the Plus League. We'll go to a break after that one.
The
CDC announced that Taiwan will still be at level 2 until the 2-2-8 break. Keep making COVID-safe decisions, everyone. To start this quarter off 10-5, but maybe just as important is the energy that Drew and Boyd is providing to the Dreamers, finishing off that one-handed slam. This season, there was a lot of records broken, including last year Anthony Tucker's 20 points in the second quarter. Already 8 for Drew and Boyd. Jet out to Zaisef. His three is short. Pretty quick, call it Gansai possession. Jeff Wu looking for an opening. Now Joseph Lin switches on to Kenny, but he's able to hook it in.
It's a strong move and a nice little post flip. A lot of those guards don't have the familiarity or aren't comfortable to be down there in the lane, but that time uses his body and flips it up very nicely.
Good move by Jet, doesn't go anywhere, and it's Zaisef looking for some help. Joseph Lin's deep three, left short. Here come the Dreamers, down by just 6. Boyd spinning with a fadeaway, no. Malco poke the rebound back to him. Good fight by the Dreamers, and Zaisef finally collecting the rebound and getting the foul by the Dreamers, but they were all over that offensive end.
They sure were. Malco, man, he's just being active, getting those long, strong body in there. Zaisef finally able to control the rebound. Got hit a couple times in the back, but Yeah, missed opportunity for the Dreamers, but still, you love the energy that they're playing with in the second half. Definitely have stepped it up, but not from their first half performance.
Joseph Lin slips to the basket and scores. Brendan Smart with a nice pass. Jeff will try again from three. That time, that one goes down.
Good ball movement, swinging the ball, ready to shoot when you catch it.
Michael Singletary, his three, also short. Another offensive rebound. And now a violation against Singletary. Kind of got mixed up there and called for traveling.
Yeah, he was in between. Do I pull up and shoot the open jumper, or is there a driving lane? And he couldn't make up his mind fast enough. Called for the travel.
Jeff Williamson with his first points of the game previously, over 5. Dreamers' motion offense hasn't yielded anything yet. Jeff to the basket, around Zaitsev, he lays it in.
Mismatch up top too. He liked what he saw, and nice crossover dribble. And big man unable to keep up with Jeff Wu's quick feet.
Kenny staying in front of Singletary. Got a lot of good pressure defense, and the Braves offense right now a little stymied. He'll take a seat for Beast, and Calvin will come in for Walko.
We'll see what kind of lift Calvin can bring. So far today, still not his old self, aggressive, looking for a shot. This team definitely likes his defense out there, but Calvin does have more to offer. We'll see if he can deliver.
Fresh in the game, he misses a 3, and Boyd almost got an offensive rebound, but right now, holding his left hamstring. A little bit concerned for him right now.
Definitely got both legs there stretched far. And a hamstring injury is not a fun one to have. We'll see if he's able to stay in.
Definitely one of those tricky injuries that you don't want to get it hyperextended. But all that force going into the knee, going into the ankles, tough on the muscles. He'll take a seat on the bench. Maybe get a little bit of a stretch.
The Dreamers staying in this zone. So we'll see Joseph and Beast in there. Smart. We'll see if they can sort of practice open Singletary. All guys willing to take the outside shots, but we'll see what kind of ball movement and action they can get to create an open opportunity.
Joseph Lin will try from deep, still can't find the range. Now it's a Gilbeck post possession. Using the fadeaway, not with a lucky bounce. Doug Creighton pokes it out of bounds on the rebound.
I like the shot. Good move by Gilbeck. Strong move. Faded away a little bit to get the shot off, but just unable to get the soft touch to roll in for him.
Here's a little insight you only get from being in the arena. Last time we had the broadcast here in Taizong, the English broadcast, after both games, both Dreamers wins, Gilbeck was staying after to take some extra shots, so you gotta give him credit for putting in the work, even in the mid-range that he's not quite nailed yet. Louis Jianwei was in the game, number 2. First time as Zaitsev finds the lane. Nice find by Singletary. That was a nice set play.
Very nice. Good timing. Passes it high. Knows where his teammate can catch it, where he's going to be. And Fubon showing some good team chemistry with some nice assists here in this second half.
Singletary strips Gilbeck on the post-up that time. Smart screens for Beast. Dribbles right, hook shot is in. There's a throwback center move by Brendan Smart.
Releases it at the top of his jump, little soft flip in. that's hard to block for anybody.
Aji driving on his former teammate, Smart, kick it out. Now it's Kenny, that one erased. A little bit of get it out of there action by Brendan Smart after that one. They try to storm Singletary. Fires to Lewis, his left three is good.
Nice little, 7-0 run here for the Braves, just when you think the Dreamers are getting back into it. Extend this lead.
Just goes to show that the Braves, when they're good, such a deep team, they haven't even had Ty Winston come in the game, but his first appearance, Lewis, already offering a scoring threat. But the Braves doing it in a lot of different ways with interior passes especially.
Yeah, defense and offense, and running and gunning outside. So Braves are a complete team. They have what it takes to win in this league. It's consistency is just the hard word, you know, that you have to be consistent to win games, and you got to play tough for 48 minutes. And so far today, they haven't really had any dips, and that's why they're enjoying this 10-point lead.
So after the 10-5 start by the Dreamers and 5 consecutive points by Jeff, able to get efficient scoring. Also pretty crucially, they've only committed 1 foul in the quarter. The first half, there's a lot of fouling back and forth. That kind of happens when the ball's not going into the basket.
Yeah, and the Braves took advantage. Boyd was out for a couple possessions. They were able to get those high screen and rolls, and you know, easier to get the ball down low when one of the strongest defenders for the Dreamers was taking some rest.
Fans, if you don't know, the Dreamers sporting their red jerseys as part of their collaboration with their title sponsors, Taishin Financial Group. This quarter, the shooting is a lot better. 8 for 16 are the Dreamers, 6 for 15 are the Braves. A lot of those coming in the like last 2 or 3 minutes. We go to Boyd, who's got Singletary on him. Derek with a hook shot. Can't get the bounce.
Yeah, Derek has to put that one in. 2 feet from the basket. Great play by Coach Kyle Julius out of the timeout, but just unable to finish after the good execution.
It's Lewis and Smart on the side. Involved in Singletary driving, getting the crash. Blocking foul by Boyd.
Yeah, Singletary trying to sidestep through, gets the contact, smartly flips it up at the end of the play, makes sure he gets those 2 free throws. Don't really think he thought that ball was going to go in, but just showing the refs, hey, I'm driving to the basket, give me my free throws.
It'll be only the second team foul by the Dreamers. Mentioned before that Boyd's best game in the Plus League is 27. The last time they played, I believe that was against the Steelers. He's already got 20 in this one.
Yeah, he's hit a couple outside 3-point shots. He gets to the free throw line, all good scorers. You look at any league, the top scorers are guys who can get to the free throw line, and Boyd has done that today as well. Could shoot a higher percentage there, but then obviously inside, when he gets it in the paint, he's made the most of that today too.
Zaisev buries the 3 on the inbound. Dreamers completely leaving him open.
Yeah, Zaisev had all day just to line that one up, and you don't want to give anyone that much time.
That is his favorite spot on the left wing. Jeff once again going at Zaisev with the dribble move. Kick out to Boyd, his shot disrupted by Singletary's closeout.
Yeah, that's a tough possession. You know, if you got the mismatch, then go attack the basket.
Lewis left corner this time, missing a short, and then missed shot on one end as a run out for the other team on the other end. Boyd down low, didn't get the foul, but got the offensive board. Now able to finish at the basket.
Wow, Zaisev had right there, I thought he had him cornered to the baseline, but somehow still Boyd able to just muscle that one through. Just a lot of determination and strength right there.
Just like their scheme, the Dreamers press. This time, Singletary gets the foul, as we see in another look at Boyd going to work down there, not quitting on the play, but that's kind of like what you said, Kirk, that the referees are kind of letting them play, especially down low. The most important thing you want is for it to be fair. Beast with a lane, lays it in. Once again, proving that he's got the best footwork in the league. On the right block, Boyd, middle move. Fadeaway is a wild shot, but Calvin's there for the board. Now the three, no good.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Calvin get that offensive rebound, and that's your opportunity. Put it right back in, get some confidence.
Singletary too strong on his attack. Definitely one thing I noticed is kind of a lack of effort by the Braves on the boxing out department there. Streamer's motion, Boyd's three, in and out.
Yeah, tough look there for Boyd. You want to be him, you're down by 13. His bread and butter has been to attack the basket, so.
He's getting hounded by Jeff. Now give and go. Lewis, drive resulting in nothing. They have to force it up, and that's a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Dreamers, and definitely the Braves in a scramble mode.
Yeah, Coach Roger thought there was contact, but that's the way it's been. These refs letting them play scrappy, and you got to give credit to the Dreamers. They're moving their feet, they're being active, getting in passing lanes, and doing their best to disrupt in every way this Braves offense.
Doug on the curl, his shot, no. This time, only Braves in the area for the rebound.
Yeah, it's good screen, good timing, good play. A shot that the Dreamers would like. Just unable to get it to fall.
He's cleared out on the side against Aji. His pull-up three is good.
Yeah, he has that quickness, and then he got that height over Aji. A little bit easier for the Beast to see the basket, and he doesn't miss those often.
Boyd will try to answer, kind of going to one of those poor shooting streaks from outside. After a little bit of pressure, Beast has lost track of the clock. Singletary's wild three, off the backboard and out. Kind of caught the play-by-play guy a little off guard there, but we'll be heading to the fourth quarter. Braves still in control of this one. Back after this.
好，因应我们情人节的主题，现在有个爱心 K， 大家可以看到我们的大荧幕上比出这个动作，跟我们永胜一样比出这个动作。好，来，现场的朋友照到你了，非常好，谢谢你们。来比一下，比一下，比个爱心 K， 跟永胜做一样的动作，不用害羞。奥巴马这个小朋友很可爱。 这么吵都还能睡得着，好，非常好。两位美女，可以一起，对，谢谢，谢谢你们。希望大家待会迎接第4节的时候，大家可以如同一样，我们可以把比赛拿下胜利。 来换你们了，这一队，来比个爱心 K。 合力，一个爱心 K， 谢谢大家的配合。精彩的比赛第4节马上就要来开始了，持续的来帮我们加油逆转胜，关键的时候需要。
Welcome back, I'm Ryan Chen, your Plus League English play-by-play, joined by Kirk here in Taizhou Intercontinental Basketball Stadium, where the Dreamers find themselves down by 16.
Yeah, it's been tough for the Dreamers to get going. You got to credit to the Braves. They've had an active lineup, guys coming in playing hard on defense, and you know, besides Boyd, you know, no one else has really had a rhythm offensively to just continue to put in points for the Dreamers. So the Braves have had offensively a lot of different guys step up and make big plays as a team and individually, and they got a comfortable 16-point lead. And I don't see much slowing them down here in the last 12 minutes unless the Dreamers really can figure some things out.
It'll be all locals for the Dreamers to start the 4th quarter. Right now showing a kind of a little bit, no, it's going to be man defense. 1 point is Doug Creighton's 0 for 5 3-point shooting so far. He mentioned they'd like to save him for the end. The defense Jet. Now leading the break. Kenny scored earlier. Jeff had a 5-point run. Not getting things started yet.
Great transition, you know, they got a small lineup. They're pushing the ball up the court. You get an open 3-point shot. I mean, you can't even design a play much better than that for the shot attempt opportunity. But if you don't put it in, then it's all for nothing.
Lewis who hit a 3 his first minute on the floor with the team. There's a missed shot on the left side. Talk about Joseph Lynn having his struggle. Again, his other starting guard. Only 3 points so far in this one.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing, though, for the Dreamers. Like, you know, even if they get out of sort of their slump, you know, the Fubon still has even more weapons that, you know, they haven't necessarily had their best day either.
Longo tries for 3 and almost overshoots it. Bad trick. Zaitsev driving on Derek, expertly stops his path, and it's an air ball for Zaitsev. After a reset, it's going to be a Derek post then.
He asked for it, we'll see what he can get.
Left-hand hook is in.
He delivers, uses the muscle, down low size, no double team came, held onto it. Made a good move, so see if that can jumpstart something there for Derek and the Dreamers.
There's a thing with the Zaitsev screen. He fires for 3, it's good!
Yep, that's what you can do. And complete this game out of reach, just a couple more of those, and you know, the Dreamers' door will be closed, so the Dreamers really have to have some urgency here.
That makes it 4 Braves in double digits. Doug will answer from 3, and he does.
That's big. Couldn't wait much longer. Doug would like a couple more of those open opportunities. Good job by the Dreamers to find their sharpshooter in the corner.
Crowd getting into the defense chances. Lewis fires from 3. Not really in the rhythm of the offense, but went ahead with it as Walco can't lay it in. Same side, Doug fouls Jet to stop the fast break.
Yeah, I like Walco's aggressiveness as we see Creighton's replay on the 3-point shot. You got to go strong one-on-one opportunity. I don't know if he would have had a chance to sort of spin or get back to the middle of the basket, but you need to capitalize on those fast break opportunities now more than ever for the Dreamers.
After Zaitsev, his right hook is off the mark. Big Z had the miss against Derek, and now with a little bit more room. Can't get it done. Jeff fires for 3, is short. Long rebound to the Dreamers. They already have 9 this game. And now, the foul away from the basketball. It's Derek, but maybe 18 feet from the basket.
Yeah, a similar call earlier against the Braves, you know, on the pick and roll right here. Boom, move in a little bit to stop Jet from trying to get over the screen. So, yeah, I'd say he's still moving on that screen, and you gotta let the defense fight through. But definitely a tough call because your natural positioning, as you set that screen and you're rolling, so it is him beginning to roll and try to box out that way. And officials were right there on top of it, though.
So the thing about the rule with offensive screens is it's not a violation unless there's contact, and we get another one. These teams are doing a weird mirroring game. We had the inbounding situation, and now we have back-to-back moving screens. At least the legal screens. We see the landlord. He did get away with the legal screen reaching his feet out against the Kings in New Taipei. Boyd with a proper screener roll, getting the basket and the foul.
Yeah, great timing, connection. Kenny Chen feeding Boyd on the roller, and lane opened up wide for Boyd right here, as you see. Gets a little maybe brush on the arm, and one of the easiest and one plays that he'll have all season. And still leaving the door open. Still anybody's ball game if the Dreamers can just capitalize on some of the open shots they've been getting.
That was Julian Boyd's first free throw in the second half, and he hits it. Now just an 11-point game. Back up for Singletary. Caught Boyd sleeping there, but no lay-in. Will end up being a foul on the shot attempt.
That was definitely a nice backdoor pass. I don't think he was ready for it, like you said, but still able to get to the line as Singletary off the putback.
A long time ago, the Rays went with Singletary, the only import, against the Lioneers, who played Tim Bullard in the fourth, and now against a smaller Dreamers team, it's also Michael Singletary leading the troops. Missing the first free throw, though. Him alongside the landlord, Joe Wendy, Joseph Lynn, Beef, and Smart. The Dreamers, Rocco, Penny, Doug, Jeff, and Boyd.
Double screen there.
Great, top three, missing the three.
Yeah, it was a nice design play, just unable to get it to go.
Now Landlord runs down the court, rewards Joseph with the assist on the bucket. On the other end, Jeff getting the air and calls for travel, got it in the air and fell down with it.
Yeah, I think he had both feet back on the ground by the time he had gotten that pass off. He knew he attracted the defense in the lane, so he wanted to pass it initially. He couldn't see the passing window available, so he held on to it for just a little bit too long. Great one-on-one move to break down Joseph, but just unable to make that pass in time.
Would have been an incredible acrobatic pass. They show on Smart. Now the Landlord, his jump shot, too strong. Floor. Kenny recovers. Boyd's free. Another miss and another Walko board.
That's big time right there. That's just a lot of heart. Walko has done that every minute he's been in the game. He's given his team a lot of extra opportunities. And just like Calvin got that offensive rebound earlier, that's your reward. You get a rebound that close to the basket, that's your shot. You got to flip it up, try to put it in. Even if you miss, you know, you're the only reason your team got that extra opportunity.
But Beast with the dagger three on the other end.
That's a tough one for the Dreamers. You got to try to steal some momentum right now, and the Beast just showing that offensive ability.
Walko to the basket, getting Joseph Lynn in the air for the foul. I think everybody's okay after that one. According to
box score. Walker only has 1 offensive board, but you feel his presence on that end.
Yeah, he's gotten his fingertips, I know, at least on a couple others that have let his teammates get those offensive rebounds for sure.
It's his first trip to the line. And missed the first. Sixth man of the Plus League's inaugural season. As you see, the Dreamers only 8 for 15, 9 for 16 now. Every point will matter in a big comeback. Charlotte Hacker.
Yeah, has to start on defense though. They got to get stops and then keep transition basketball options open. Keep running the floor.
Joseph Flynn rattling that one out. Derek hands off to Walco. He still can't find him. As Beast, this two-hand tugs into the ground. Kind of thought that it'd be better strategy if he just got the referee's attention for 3 seconds. Another look at that one as the Dreamers call timeout. Maybe trying to get their guys energized again. Plus League games next week. Dreamers try to get a win against the visiting Kings on Friday. Then the Steelers host the Braves and the Kings on the weekend. Buy tickets or catch the broadcast right here on YouTube. We can see by the effort that the Dreamers putting on, they still down to the scoreboard, but talk about effort, you talk about the process of their offense and the progression they're going through. Still some good things, even though down big in this one.
Yeah, they've definitely created the opportunities, you know, shot selection-wise, to win game or be closer in this game. It just hasn't been there on night shooting the basketball.
Running out of time to inbound. They've already been called for that violation. Walco pushing Joe Lin out of the way, but missing the mid-range. Got his own rebound back. Boyd trying to finish the possession. No. And the Beast, a little bit too much acrobatics, ends up falling 1 foot out of bounds. Getting a nice close-up by our cameraman. One more chance for the Dreamers. Jeff gets landward in the air, and then the mid-range missing off the glass.
Yeah, just didn't have the rebounders in there to crash the boards either on that opportunity. A lot of guys out on the perimeter trying to space the floor.
The other end, Joseph Lin did the push shot.
That just makes that look so easy. I've loved watching his floater over the years. You get in the lane and off 1 foot, 2 feet, stop so quickly, and just a soft touch up to the basket.
Derek hits the turnaround mid-range. Now basketball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Braves. As Doug checks back in the game, we're under 5 minutes. 14-point deficit for the home Dreamers.
got 2 seconds to get across. Joseph knows that.
Running low on time. And Lord. The Singletary, good jump by Boyd. Wow. Forced a tough shot, but there's Beast. Didn't get a defensive rebound on this end. Got an offensive board. Singletary with a lane. Now 3 seconds underneath the paint. Expected the shot, but it didn't come.
Yeah, tough break there for the Braves. Had an opportunity. But the Dreamers will get it back. Running out of time, down 14. You don't have to go for all 3 balls, but you got to score and got to make the pace of this game quicker. You need as many possessions as possible.
Now, illegal screen, this time by Kenny. Definitely need to go through the record book to see if that's his first. First of plus league career illegal screen, that is.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them for the guys here today, something that the refs have been consistent with and been calling on both sides. You gotta get your feet set and be in that position. You can't still be moving and make contact with the defense.
Active hands. Jeff pokes it out of bounds. It's also kind of a tricky thing because if you full court press, if you're the Dreamers, you might have the Dreamers take off more time off the clock.
Yeah, you slow them down, but you're trying to create steals more than anything right now.
Mantle with a smart slip and scores another bucket down low.
That's the one thing. The Braves, when they play with the lead, they know exactly how to take care of the ball and not make the silly mistakes to let a team come back into the game.
Kenny with his push shot, what a beauty. Could be the closing lineup for the Dreamers. Oh, the Braves already have 17 assists in this one. Landlord, elbow extended. Get the Kenny Chen foul on the arm. 14 fouls, now the 15th foul by the Dreamers.
Derek will come back in, Boyd will take a break, and haven't really seen Gilbeck in this 4th quarter, and he did have a rough night. Travels in the post, and you know, foul trouble a little bit. But just a rough outing from him, and they'll need him, you know, to continue to be his old self and continue to improve if the Dreamers want to hold on to this first place position in the upcoming weeks, the way they have the first 6 weeks of the season.
Only 2 points in this one. Mentioned he's got 3 personal fouls, number of turnovers, some illegal screens, some with a basketball, but there are encouraging signs, right? He's finished in the post, still more defensive.
Oh yeah, the defensive and rebound is huge. It's just nice to have another guy that, you know, if he can even just get to 8-10 points a game, that's something that they'd like to rely on him with. So, and I know even himself, he has those expectations for himself to help this team, not just on the defensive end or rebounding, but to have a little bit more of an offensive output.
Missed 3 by Walco as both teams bring in a few more subs. Chen in the game. Walco challenged that shot at the rim. Now leading the Dreamers on the break. They move into a trap. Chen, his shot blocked by Zenshampi. Jack, both guys coming up. Definitely encouraging to see Chen get his opportunity. He had a good showing last year's finals. Has kept on working on his game, now leading a 2-on-1. Yes, 3-0. Game kind of winding down now, and already if you're a Dreamer or a Dreamers fan, you gotta think about the matchup against the Steelers tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely, and that might be another reason why Gilbeck stayed on the bench. And if you're the Dreamers, you just gotta come out tomorrow and make shots. That's the difference between these games. They played with energy, you know, last game against the Braves, they scored 86 points. If they had 86 points today, you know, they could possibly win again. But scoring 68 points, you can't point at one person. It just has to be a collective thing. Come out with more energy, get to the basket more, and knock down your outside shots so that your team can have the numbers to win.
More substitution as number 18, Yang Se-yin for the Dreamers. First time on the floor, as is number 14, Winston Taiwanton for the Braves. There's a errant pass. And in, I think for the first time in his Plus League career, is number 97, Chen. Saw his debut in the preseason, but good to see this young man get a second chance now with the Dreamers. They'll get a deep possession, but get that poke away by the much more experienced Taiwanton.
Yeah, it can be tough after spending most of the game on the bench to keep your body loose and warm. So they went straight to him though in the post, and that's sort of the defense vet move. Pull the chair on him. Dennis Rodman would do to Karl Malone all the time.
I think even more uplifting is number 8, Wang Zeyue, kind of a local kid that the Dreamers drafted, making his debut. Passes to J10, his deep three is no good. No assist for the rookie. In the Plus League draft, you're able to select each player during your turn, but you can choose to opt out of picks. So that's why each team has a different number. And a foul call, Doug, on reach. But in a game where the Dreamers will come away with the loss, good to see their guys get their opportunity to get some run. Like you mentioned, Kirk, they work hard in practice just like everybody else.
Yeah, most definitely they do, and they know the system, and you know, these could be valuable minutes even for them to get some confidence or get some jitters out, so that in a more meaningful time later on in the season, you know, they can be a little bit more ready. So even with 40 seconds left, they're still trying to be out here executing and getting their confidence up and showing their coach that, hey, they're ready when the team needs to call on them.
Chen in the corner. Doug will fire the late shot. It's out. Less than 24 on the clock. This could be it. Before we close this one out, just a little information. The center goes by Nick, or Wang Zeyue goes by Jason. Congratulations to those guys making it on the floor, but the Braves will come away with the victory, 83-68.
Yeah, got to give credit to the Braves. You know, they played hard all 4 quarters and did what it took today. Not the Dreamers' best day offensively, but you got to give credit to the Braves. You know, they had a game plan, they stuck with it. They had some struggles early, but they just kept chugging away and just building on that lead, which grew and grew and grew, and was insurmountable for the Dreamers, even with a late push.
Top scorer of the game was Julian Boyd with 25 points. Couldn't surpass his high mark from the last game against the Steelers, but still an encouraging showing. Of course, everything starts on the defensive end with effort, trying to find the easy opportunities on the offensive end. So Brendan Smart, still one of the younger players on the team, carrying the water off as fans stick around for Beast, Lin Zijie, being the player interviewed in the postgame. He also had a good showing, scoring 15 points, 6 of 8 shooting from the field. Virtually a turnaround for his last game against the Steelers. There he is.
No.
Talking to our colleagues, Taibao, Taiwan, Tai Jingjing, and Xiaohu. Being asked about his form before the break and his form after
我
the
觉
break.
得其实就是自己就是命中的问题吧。对啊，我觉得我还是每次训练我都是就是照着自己的节奏吧，然后球队需要怎么样我就尽量去做。其实，在球场上其实都做的是可以，就是命中率低一点，就是慢慢再把比赛就是调整好嘛，然后 就是自己也开始去做一些调整。
After their championship year, Taipei asked if the team has to kind of get a mental reset to stay competitive.
我觉得先抛开不管是加入就是新的2支球队，我觉得我们自己还是要把自己的态度吧跟专注力吧，然后自己的心态要明确一点，然后像今天这一场就是我们就是做好所要执行的防守，然后进攻要该怎么去做，然后在比赛当中都有去做出来，所以这场比赛所以把它赢下来，对我们来讲就是年后的第1场蛮重要，对。
But getting the first one after the break is also huge for morale.
为他非常开心，我觉得他一直以来都是很自律、很努力的人，然后我觉得他付出其实不光是在他比赛的内容吧，我觉得他更多的就是要给他就是他的队友年轻的更多一些打球的经验跟观念吧，对。
Asked about a former opponent in the SBL making his comeback in another pro league here in Taiwan. Thanks for Beast for joining our post-game coverage. We'll go to a break before wrapping this one up from Taizong. The final score here in Taizong, where the first game back from the break in the Plus League season, the Braves get the better of the Dreamers. Looking at the combined stats, it was a very low-scoring game for the Dreamers, though I guess a little bit encouraging. They held the Braves to 83 points. Okay shooting, but they got to have a short memory and turn it around against the Steelers tomorrow.
Yeah, most definitely. You know, there's a whole bunch of little things that they could have done better. Obviously, the shooting 33% pretty much from the field isn't going to get very many wins. You know, but sometimes you just have an off night, and tomorrow could be a totally different picture for them. So, you know, it's just going to be a mental approach in the next 24 hours for them to bounce back, stay positive, and just come out with a better showing tomorrow.
It'll be interesting because the Steelers will be going with Taylor Braun and Keith Benson if healthy, as they have parted ways with Anthony Tucker, a popular player in these parts. Wish him well, but they'll be joined in a few weeks by former #1 overall pick Anthony Bennett. So league and the discourse and the conversation about it continues. Really exciting times in Taiwan basketball.
Yeah, most definitely. And just getting started. These teams all still have a lot to prove and a lot to show for the rest of the season. And I know the Dreamers will bounce back, and I know, and everybody knows in the league that the Braves are a tough team to beat. They're the defending champs, and they're going to keep playing with that type of confidence.
In the evening game, it will be the Pilots against the Lioneers tomorrow. As we preview the Steelers, we'll be playing the Dreamers, also a 2:30 tip. And then the new Taipei Kings against the Shinjuku Lioneers. That'll be a matchup of top teams in the league now. We'll no doubt, is the Dreamer slogan for this season. On behalf of Xiaohu Hu Junqi, Cai Jingjing, on behalf of Kirk Long, the league and the 6 teams, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
好，欢迎各位现场的球迷朋友，精彩。Yeah!